Simpsons, man. I watched The Simpsons like as a kid growing up in Spanish.
Oh, okay.
With Mexican Homer, you know, and because he had, you know, like the voice actor, like was Mexican, and they had like Mexican sayings and all that. And then I could never get into the English. Simpsons, yeah.
That's hilarious.
That's interesting, man. But like the voice actors are important. Like when voice actors change, like I lose interest in shows real quick when voice actors change. It's weird.
Yeah, yeah, man. For me, Homer has like the Mexican jokes, bro. It's funny, man. I love
solid
it.
Mexican jokes.
Yeah.
That's cool. Oh, so I think it was yesterday or a couple of days ago. I watched, Independence Day. And, and so I'm watching it with my dad, and then man, I haven't seen this in a long time. And then I'm like, and so they get to like the final scene, and like the guy's like, oh, we give the virus to the mothership, and then it disseminates it down to all the other ships. And I was like, dude, you would think that civilization would have a blockchain that decentralized their network by now, right? Like if happening at a single point of failure, like what's up with these aliens? They don't got secure systems. They don't got a blockchain. Like they don't got it. Like, what's up with this?
Why are they so easy to hack?
Too funny.
Oh man,
and I was thinking like I bet we could like go and watch like some classic movies and then like analyze them or break them down as a metaphor between decentralized systems versus closed systems or centralized systems.
Interesting.
We got to figure out like where the wallet ends up at the end of the movie though. Like where is the wallet? Like that's the most important ending. Like, do they ever actually find the wallet? I don't think they should.
No, I don't think we should, but we should like alluded to like either a little kid finds it or like a kid like some kid like finds like the tablet. And
yeah.
That's good, man. That's a good ending.
And then 10 years later, somebody else can make the kid.
There's like
they can start their movie with the kid holding a tablet.
Yeah, we'll wait 10 years later, and then we'll write a movie like somewhere in South America. There is like a new technical center, all because like they unlocked that wallet and they used it to like build like a new Silicon Valley, but like in the Amazon.
Oh, on the moon. On the moon, like, yeah. Just think, like, because in like 10 years, I think we'll have travel to the moon, right? Travel to the moon, right? There'll be personal.
There'll be like shuttles on. Yeah. I mean, for what's that guy? Branson had like a shuttle that went like low orbit. Just like. Like a flight.
Did you watch this is years and years ago when the Red Bull jump where his suit ripped?
No.
Oh man, it was they did it for Red Bull, and like he went up to like it was the highest jump from like surface jump that had ever been done at the time. This is like 4 years ago. I don't know if it's still like the highest one, but so he had to have an astronaut suit to be at that altitude and all that, and he jumped from it and it ripped. So like when he got to the ground, like his arm just had a big black scar down because like of where it ripped, and like the air hit that part of his skin.
That's messed up.
I was like, oh man, you were actually that high, huh? Because you always wonder, like, are they really that high? Like, how high are you? Yeah. Until you hit the outer space, like, how high are you really? How hot does it get? How thin is the air? What damage does it do?
Yeah.
Like, I've always wondered that. You know what I mean? Because it was like, have you ever gone like mountain climbing?
Yeah.
Because like when you go up that and you do that, like you get exhausted quick, and when you get, when you get the higher and higher, you're just like, all right, I'm done. I'm not.
My uncle who lives up there now in Washington, he lived in Hume, California, and like at that altitude on the mountain, like I remember it's the sequoias, and I went one time for my friend's birthday and we go camping. And I remember we were trying to light weed, and like because of the altitude, like it was like super hard to like keep the flame. And like I was like, oh, I don't like this. We can't smoke good.
Yeah.
Like too high of altitude, it's like not like lighting right.
Yeah, because of the oxygen needed to keep the flame going. Yeah. I remember that from climbing too.
Didn't someone send? I could be. Maybe this was a dream, but I'm pretty sure someone sent Ethereum on the moon, right? Like in like 1 ETH.
Oh, I don't
no
know.
idea.
It could have been a dream, but we're gonna look into that.
It sounds right. Right? On the moon. Has to be something.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, Ethereum node is International Space Station. Maybe Bitcoin's on the moon. Something went on the moon, I think, or it is going to go on.
That makes sense. If
maybe we have a sequence where we because we're mad at Elon, we actually go to the moon to get back
to yell at him.
No, to get the coin, the cold storage disk of whoever left it there. But we still a Tesla, a rocket ship to go to.
Yeah.
For spite.
For spite. And then when we get arrested, we pay the cops off in a different kind of coin.
Yeah. Okay. No, there's one Bitcoin on. Let's see. BitMEX will place a Bitcoin wallet holding 1 BTC on the surface of the moon as part of the first ever commercial soft landing on its surface later this year. So there is a whole Bitcoin for us to steal on the moon.
Oh, okay.
Via a Tesla rocket ship. We're going for you, Elon. You better watch out, homie.
Yeah. It's definitely seen now. It's definitely, we're going to get
Someone's doing it for sure, man.
We have to. It's just too good. Okay, that's our proposal for our Minds Grab. I'm sorry, Bill, but we need a scene where we go to the moon. We need all the Minds tokens.
We're gonna need all of them to get to the moon, but we will bring back a full Bitcoin.
Liquidate all of mine so we get the 1 Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Call the Raiders. Start the gates. It writes itself now.
Yeah. It definitely does. It's great.
It does, man.
Bitcoin on the moon. I gotta make a note of that so I can use it.
Talking about those grants,
yeah,
like a lot of podcasts that I listen to, like they talk about the Uniswap grants, man, and I kept thinking, it's like, why don't you guys reach out to the Unigrants, whatever, I think it's unigrants.org or something like that, and just get a grant and just place an ad of uni there, man. That's it. The way you guys are putting the Minds, ad in the middle of the show, you could have a one where you say something about Uniswap and you get a grant,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Well, they have a DAO, and the DAO needs labor. That's the way they advertise it, and there's millions of dollars there to give out.
Yeah.
So go get your piece, man.
I know. Do you remember what I'll look it up. But this is something too that, because I know Corey. He's been a part of the Uniswap community since almost the beginning.
Oh yeah, for a long time.
Long time. So I'm sure we should reach out to somebody in the community. I think I've been thinking about this too. Like what's in binary, like
Alex, by the way. My name is Alex. Yeah. I mean, you can call me whatever you want, but I know it's gonna get weird, like trying to change.
Yeah,
but just so you guys, know,
Yeah.
my name is Alex. Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Man.
So there's a way to that we keep on leveraging the show in that we reach out to different adapts and different little weird projects that are going on, and we get someone from that project on here, and we kind of like say, hey, just start using mine, and like we'll start using their thing, and then like what you're saying, it's like, dude, I'm totally down to do like a commercial for any decentral app that I think is good. I like Uniswap, I like DAOs, you know what I mean? Like my own personal view. But yeah, I think that's something that we should start doing,
I think the goal is, open source is definitely where the future is, and where we need to promote and get people interested in and developers interested in it. And then
those, like,
Minds is all.
But it's also embedded in Minds, so like that might be something that they're interested in, like.
Yeah, we have like us as the community, and even me and Minds individually use Uniswap. Like we have stake, and it's not like we're not skin in the game.
Yeah, we'll figure something out, definitely.
Yeah. And, that's the cool thing. Earlier, I was playing around with crypto zombies. It's like it's basically like this game that's a tutorial how to do some smart contracts.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yeah, crypto zombies. And so basically, what you do is like they're basically teaching you the simple steps of how to set up wallets and transferring, minting coins to those wallets, and then having those wallets like transfer stuff. And then that was the first tutorial that I took, was to set what was it called? Set up your zombie shop. Like if someone wants to buy armor, like so it's basically like they say it's like a game already, but like so how they introducing you to code is like they have a story, like, you gotta.
Send me the link to it. I know a couple of people that would want that.
Yeah, share that, bro.
Yeah,
sounds interesting.
Yeah, and so like like I was doing simple what were we doing? Coding, and I kind of flashed back into like high school when I took computer science, but like it's like a DOS like command prompt.
Yeah.
And so like that kind of like stuff is cool, because like that is like basically what we want to do, just take out the zombies and put it in our Minds cards.
Zombies, oh man, zombies.
That was zombies too. Oh, really, like
how do we fit zombies in, dude? Where's my wallet?
We reach out to the crypto zombie community, and that's how the little kids find out about the wallet. And maybe like the future is the little kids. They figure it out. Because we're on like crypto zombie like boards, like we need help. Can someone like spoof that we have tokens in our wallet, please?
Oh man. Hilarious. The cartel, zombies, the moon. That's gonna be awesome, bro.
We're going to the moon. You hear this, Bill? We need financing.
Yes. We need a good video camera too, though. Who's directing this? We definitely gotta at least make a script for it, or a screenplay. Yeah. That'd be great.
Dude, just take this audio and have it transcribed, man. Badass.
We already have a couple of scenes. Pretty good. Nice. From this audio, we could storyboard it. But that was funny. I was looking for old audio to like add into the Bill show, and then I found that one where we originally talked about, dude, where's my wallet? This is the good one.
That's great. It's like, so because you did a montage of that one before. So it's gonna be the second time it's in a show as a montage, and it's just gonna be like, what?
That's what's gonna happen. And like I'm gonna keep on adding to that montage, and that's gonna eventually like be in the movie.
Yeah.
Like
keep adding little things to it, and it's gonna be like, one day you're gonna be like, well, the montage is like an hour, guys, so I'm just
like an hour and a half. Just release it as an NFT movie.
Yeah.
And that's how we get out of the cartel. Our last thing is like, let's just auction off our intellectual property and see how much we get. We get like half a ETH. I'm like, oh, that's not
gonna. Have you been playing on Mintme, Satori?
No, I haven't.
You gotta go play like the game. I think the game aspect is pretty fun. Like, the whole like control and conquer aspect that he has set up. I want to make it so like if you get on people's leaderboards that are in our ecosystem, that you get Minds tokens somehow. Like we'll send you some Minds tokens for doing that. So that'll make it a little more fun and a little more challenging.
So, do we have like a list of the people in our ecosystem?
We have, yeah. I mean, I can make a full list with everybody, that you already know, and.
Well, I know like the central one, but like, who are these raiders?
Yeah. I put the ones that my brother gave me in Bender's group, and that's the ones he gave me. He said that he's not going to be able to like keep up with new people that join because he honestly doesn't know everybody that's in his clan. So. It's just one of those things that people join. So. If somebody joins that he knows is a good person, then he'll add them to the thing. But there'll be people that join that he just he doesn't personally know that. Yeah.
So that thing you shared with like #gamer and like a list of tokens, like we should go and get those tokens, like.
Yeah, if you want those are the ones that he gave me, so I gave them to you guys. I have most of their tokens already, so they sold them to me cheap, like when they first got on. So I didn't actually. Some of the tokens that I have from them, I didn't know they were part of. I just saw like the creation of the coin. I was like, I'll take that. But yeah, man, and Satori's probably got some Mintme racked up that he hasn't even looked at.
Well, I mean, I barely even use it, but like every time I go, I have a couple.
Yeah. Somebody toss them like 2 or 3, like, give me a Satori D card. One day I'll be rich off these.
Long term.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this whole space of creator token / some people call it social token is interesting. Like, there's 2 projects that I was like looking into. What is one called? Rally, and then the other one is Coin First. Coin First seems a little bit better, but it basically, I don't even know what tools they have, but it's basically to set up. Using Ethereum to do certain things, as far as what it seems like from just reading some of their blogs and some of the surface level stuff, and I haven't played with it to see what actually they have. It's like basically what we're talking about is you're minting the token on Ethereum, and then also if you create your ecosystem, then helping you create a DAO, and so that.
Yeah, I definitely I don't have a problem with us getting into as many of those aspect kind of things as we can, and then at the end of the day, as long as it has it's tied to Ethereum, at the end of the day we can all tie it together anyway.
Yeah, what I'm thinking is that, and I gotta I want to play with it more and get more into it when I have some time. to see which one seems promising, because like this could be the toolkit that helps us get the token actually, minted on the block.
Yeah, which is like the long-term goal of the whole Mintme, but like if we can do it quicker, we can do it quicker. Why not? But I was just gonna say, like, the whole that I don't like about that is because I'm not gonna pay into it. Like, I could, just drop the amount of Ethereum that's required to launch it, but I'm not gonna pay into it like that. So we got to collect the Mintme to do that, which is whatever. It's going to take a while to collect that, but
and I think, like what you're saying, we gamify it even more, as far as like it's like our own little game that we play with the tribe, and like that gets the momentum. So like when we're really ready to do this, seriously, because like once it gets on that block and we could able to use Uniswap and put a liquidity pool, that's when things get a little more real.
Yeah. That's when things get real. That's when things get like, all right, guys,
like drop everything else. Drop everything else. Come now. Hell yeah, man! But it's exciting, man.
Oh yeah. We definitely like want to. Like we have
like every week, is like a new thing that. Like it wasn't that long ago where just the concept of having our own cryptocurrency. Imagine if it's going to be worth like 25 cents, and then like speed up 6 months, and it's like, oh, that's not that far away that we could do that. Every day there's like something new that is like almost about to like come out, like that. When we're talking about the card game, that one game that I've been playing, Unchained God, like. They're issuing their token soon. Then it's going to be the older players could put their cards on the immutable exchange, but like I think they're waiting to do it on layer 2 because like the gas fees and shit like that. Like they want it within their own ecosystem. And then like that is something just to like play with and see like the mechanics of it, because then like it's like, dude, you just I guarantee like within next year from like this time, most of the stuff is going to be more like using WordPress. You know what I mean?
Like
you're going to be able to like do Lego blocks and put things together and say like, oh, I want to be able to like mint tokens, and I also want it to be easy to set up that if you're part of our community that you can set up a liquidity pool and like have a governing token, and then like like build these blocks together, and you're just like WordPress, like, okay, this one works, but now let's modify it for our use case.
Yeah, I mean that's what it's all about. It's getting a system that everybody can use, right? Like we want it easy to use as possible at the end of the day. That's what I like about any project. The easier to use, the more fun it is usually. Have you played the Knights of the Realm 6? Have you played that? Well, the new one, the 6th with the new update, has crypto. You can pay for stuff with crypto. Like I can buy stuff in the game with cryptocurrency. I don't earn anything in crypto, but I can buy stuff in crypto. So that's a start. It's a start.
They're enabling the wallet, at least as a feature, and then it's only another step to.
They're getting started. They're like, let's see if anybody actually will use this. So I had to buy one thing in crypto. Yeah. Is there anything you wanted to cover other than the movie story? I thought you wanted to talk about something else.
Just that and those two couple, the crypto zombie and.
Any other games you fucked around with?
Not really. Oh, I was like, I want to. Have anybody used or Audius? I think.
Oh yeah, I'm on Audius. Yeah.
Okay, how's that?
So I'm on 2 platforms. Like I'm on Rocky and I'm on Audius. Rocky's kind of like the Binance chain one.
Yeah.
But they're also on Ethereum. It's just that the Ethereum part of the app hasn't launched. But Audius, I like the app better. The functionality of the app, the way that you can make playlists, like all that stuff. I like that much more about Audius. But what Rocky's bringing is like a pay-per-play type of stuff, where you as the listener, you get a percentage of the rocks mined there, and the artist gets to choose how much of that they get back to the listener. So like I upload the song, I say 20% for the listener or 50% for the listener, and stuff like that. And they also have like music NFTs, but I'm waiting for. I mean, I'm on there. I was lucky to sell some NFTs there on Rocky, but I want the Ethereum side of things to happen, so I can have liquidity, like join a liquidity pool there with that, you know.
It's not real until it's real, guys.
Yeah. They're bringing that there. I think you can like earn, but you have to buy in. I don't know if they're gonna have like a paper stream type of thing in real time like Rocky does, but interesting projects, man. There is another one coming later called Muzak. We'll see where the streaming music stuff goes. You know, they want to kill like the Spotify's and the
good.
Yeah.
That's the main struggle of humanity: decentralization versus centralization. Oh, there's
that's gonna be weird, man.
Yeah, dude, oh my god, okay. This is another thing I wanted to talk about. So Goldman Sachs puts in 4.5 billion into a stable coin, right? This is where the fucking diversions happen. Like even within the blockchain world, there is the centralized stream of it going and the decentralized stream going, and like Goldman Sachs just put 4.5 to centralized stable chain. They're building the road for a centralized blockchain world. I think, like, because there's already like private blockchains and like all these fucking banks.
I hate private blockchains. Yeah. I do. I hate them.
But you know what I mean? Like, they're just as decentralized and true blockchains and cryptos are. They're gonna be these Mickey Mouse gated fucking bullshit ones.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're always gonna have those that, like the daughters that are gonna escape their strict parents type of stuff to have fun, with the hippies and eating mushrooms and shit.
Yeah, but, and that's the thing too. Like, even as that happens, I read another article that same day about MLB. The Dodgers are doing some auction where they have like the World Series ring, a physical ring of the auction out, but an NFT, and like there's part of this whole platform that they're rolling out all these like auctions, high profile auctions. So MLB, and then I looked into like what they're using. They're using Ethereum. Okay, that's cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, if you build on top of Ethereum and use it, like I don't need faith in it. Like, I could go and check the blockchain. You know what I mean? Like, I know what's going on in Ethereum. So on top of that, I'm cool with that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. So like, I always like get excited about like that. Like, even whatever they do, but that helps stabilize and solidify like longevity of the Ethereum blockchain.
But with the decentralization thing,
big projects, like developing on top of Ethereum. So their exchange is a layer 2, and so like they're gonna have proprietary stuff, and like I had to dig a little deeper to like look at exactly what they were doing, and I even like kind of said to myself, I better get used to this, because like a year ago when you ever looked at a blockchain like website or any documentation, like you get to the white paper really quick, you get to the GitHub real quick. You know what I mean? They're all open source. Now you're running into proprietary software, and you're like, well, what exactly are they doing? Like they're saying blockchain, but I want to know what they mean by blockchain. What do they mean by NFT? Like, are they using what standard are you using? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
stuff like matters, and like so later you're gonna see someone say, hey, we're using blockchain and we have a marketplace MTF, and it's gonna seem like it is, but then you look under the hood and it's probably gonna be a private blockchain. But you can have confidence if they're using Ethereum, even though they have a layer 2 that is maybe their own proprietary software, but the under the hood, the blockchain is the blockchain.
I just wonder if they'll be able to compete with
that's
you buying into any open network. If they keep it gated, like people might just leave the network and they have an empty network there. I don't know.
I mean, that is culturally
yeah. Because the way I heard it today, I don't know what I remember what I was listening to, but this is just attempting to remove all intermediaries, but the intermediary that no one really thinks about is the CEO. It's like, this is here to remove CEOs, and it's like they're not gonna let that happen. They don't like how that sounds.
Well, yeah, I mean,
but they can't stop it either. So
and that's the thing is, the way I believe and I can already see it. The way they're doing it is like, oh, okay, we're using blockchain, whatever. We're using blockchain, and you look under the hood, it's a private blockchain. Yeah, they're using hash to do all this, but it's not open source. You know what I mean? And so they're only blockchain and crypto as branding.
Okay.
And that's later later on, maybe, I kind of put this on me as a fucking artist, a minds artist, I would consider myself, but to figure out a way to communicate this in a sense. I like what Bill said one time. He meant about open source software is making sure you organic food, or you know what I mean? And before, people didn't really understand the food that we're eating and what goes into it or whatever. It's the same way with software, and it's going to be the same thing with blockchains. And
we're going to start consuming healthy software type of thing.
Hopefully ecosystems that are open and organic and evolve and move and not stifled and centralized intermediaries and proprietary softwares that stagnate organic ecosystems.
Alive,
And that's the interesting. I think in the long term, that's the beauty of decentralized systems and open sources.
Yeah, I think that open source is definitely the community. The open source community is amazing, first of all, and then you can learn. If you don't know, then you can learn how to interpret the code, so that you're safe. And then if you don't know the code, then there are other people that are looking at it that probably do, and they feel okay, and you can ask them or talk to them or community interactions with everybody and go from there. But that's the great thing is if it's behind a closed wall, nobody talks about what's wrong with it.
That's true. I don't know, is Audios open source?
I'm not sure if it's fully open source. I know it has it has an open API and it has a code, but I don't know if it's the full code. I'll have to look. I'll look into that.
Yeah, because I think neither of them, like Audios or Rocky, none of them, I don't think they're open source. Yeah, but waiting for that audio streaming.
Sometimes they're not alternatives, since most of the time there is. Most of the time you can find an alternative, but sometimes with the newer stuff, there's not, until somebody's like, well, this should be for everybody. It takes one person.
I've also seen because I use a lot of open source plugins, I see two models, one that's like open source and they have no ads, and it's like in your face, no ads. And then there are other ones that do use ads, and I find that contradictory somehow. I don't know.
Well, it all depends on like the support of the product for the open source. Like, if it's a newer developer, then they're probably gonna use ads. Like, as when I was a new developer, I had to use ads. I didn't have the support base to naturally.
It gives me a better perspective. That's cool, man.
So like I had to use those to keep my app running, to keep it going until I gained the confidence of my code for them to be like, okay, well, I'll buy a little bit, and then you can roll those ads back. And so it depends on the support of the product most of the time.
Moving forward, these DAOs and like Gitcoin and it's like that's the hope of creating the ecosystem. So like you don't have to like kind of do that. Like the idea can support itself with like having an economic engine. Like I mean, that's the hope of these.
So we don't have to use Google Ads or AdSense, whatever it is that it is to keep it maintained. You can maintain it yourself, and that's what we're working towards. It's like, so we don't have to use those things anymore. We can just support our own thing, and people can support us, and it's easy.
Because like with DAOs, for example, it's like I have these two ideas, and I don't know how to, like, I'll have to find people to, like, I want to bring them into the physical world. I think of, let's say, a community kitchen in my community, and you hold this token, and you don't have to worry about cooking anymore. The people in there get paid. You go. You have to, let's say, have a certain amount of that token, and then you're good to go, and then you can just eat for free there. Everybody votes on the meals or like shit like that. Start contemplating stuff. Another one is like, I love live shows, and Montreal has been for a very long time like live shows in bars, city type of stuff, and but some years back, let's say for the past 8 years or something, people don't go. It just stopped being like a thing, and it didn't matter before if the band wasn't known. It's just local bands, man, but it was just a bar. It was a thing to do. So you have all these bands, because I kept going, and you have all these bands literally just playing in front of the members of the other bands that are also playing that night. And I'd like to, or I contemplate of like a DAO that pays the artists, pays the bars, the shows are free, and then the bar makes money off of liquor type of thing. Funding projects like that, bringing it into the analog world so that people actually spend time together, have communities like that. I don't know.
I've talked about this in several different ways, but my main project that like I will write a proposal to and put on whenever these Minds token grants come out, because it's called, now the full form is the Minds Underground, and so basically it's going to be like a web show, and it's like taking this podcast like into real life. So like we'll set it up, because the first trip is going to be me going to visit Kevin. He has like a music studio that he's developing, and Curry Hobo doesn't live that, like he lives like 3 hours away, and we'll like meet up there and we'll start the beginning of like the first show. But what I want to do with this is that not only do we like have the tokens fund, doing the basic things of like producing like a web series, filming, doing audio editing. Not only that, but what it is we want to create ecosystem. we're playing with this digitally. Now, to your point, how do we bring this in real life? So I know, just because these people are in my wheelhouse, Kevin's developing a studio.
Nice.
So what can I do, or what can we do, the royal we of Minds and Minds Token and this token economic system that we have, what can we do? Can we invest and put actual funds into finishing up Kevin's studio with a social contract that Minds users can, who part of the membership or community of Imaginarium, can use this? Because YouTube has, if you reach a certain level, you can use YouTube studios, and they have good studios. So why don't we have a decentralized web of that?
Yeah.
It's different little pockets that people could go and use good quality professional equipment to do really good stuff that they could make into the NFTs and put on all these apps. And then, it's with the intention that we keep this as this is our culture of not only investing in them with some funds, but investing them with our creativity, with whatever we bring to the table. And I know Curry Hobo, he has a food truck, and he does these creative things on weekends, and he's trying to do these art gatherings. And so, boom, I go when he's having one of these things, and we have the Satori D Imaginarium Art Festival, and
nice.
I want to be able to put in real funding into Curry Hobo, because I believe in him. I believe in his creativity.
Oh yeah.
I believe in how he is. He's great, and he's someone that I think needs more funding to do his thing, and things like that to keep the ball rolling. So to go next episode, visit you and play around with the idea of setting up a local DAO for your community of music, and play around and see how we get the ball rolling on that.
Oh yeah.
I think that'd be amazing. Those
He's
are.
not gonna. He didn't mention you, man.
Oh well,
He's not gonna visit you.
Me and him, we're gonna be driving the bus together. Anyway.
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
man. Yeah, definitely. We gotta take turns sleeping. One of us gotta drive.
Dude, that'd be a fun show to watch, man. Fuck yeah.
That'd be great, man. Kid be going crazy in the background.
and see, that's the thing is the other planning of this will be well, I have more freedom as I don't have a family, I don't have responsibility of a kid, but that's kind of the beauty is we could plan it in a way where I go and visit within reasonable for you, Minds Gaming, I don't expect you to drop everything and burn a week in Canada.
As long as it's not during holiday time, I'm pretty good.
But that's the next thing is how do we even decentralize the task? Because I don't always have to host it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
And I mean, in the beginning, I would like to go over. We'll all meet up. Maybe the second episode. We all meet up with the Clips Binary, and we do that thing. And then from there, it's anybody could really even carry the torch of doing the next episode. I would like it. Season 2 will be individual pockets doing their own thing, and submitting an episode. Chris Dogood and Russia Waves do an episode of how they're funding, their VR tours of whatever they want to do, and they do a whole episode and they submit it, and then we green light their grant to fund their whatever project, and then as we give you, I don't know how this funds, but let's just imagine we have a good amount of funds, so we work with you, and as we leave, you're going to be still doing your work on the ground, and then every 6 months you submit an episode of what you guys are doing with your DAO and with your Minds tokens or whatever, you know what I mean? So everybody's who's part of this, there's seeds not only of doing whatever their project is, but seeds of putting content back into Imaginarium and growing the content pool, growing our liquidity pool, and having, this is the ecosystem.
Definitely, man. Well, I think that's a good place to wrap up, brother.
Yeah, man.
For sure.
Yeah. Get you guys next round next Thursday there. Sorry I was late today, man. I've been crazy this week. It's finally died down. I'm on the paperwork end and everything's counting money now. Just
get some rest. Cash in. Buy some games.
We're always gonna have some fun.
That's right, guys.
All right, man. Peace.
Later, guys.
All right.